So, welcome Davy. I'm also a long-time member already of CGP. I would just say, let's start by you telling us who you are and what you
Yeah.
do.
So my name is Davy. I'm 43, almost 44 in a month. And at the moment, for a job. I'm a sales manager at BMW. I have 10 salespeople and two stores that I have to manage. Before, I've had my own companies. I had my own stores, and I've always been a very busy person.
Yeah, I think that sums it up pretty well. Let's get started. So, before joining Crypto Game Plan, what was your biggest fear or frustration regarding the crypto market?
Oh, I think the biggest frustration was that I was just not able to keep my gains. Mostly that, I think. I'm now in crypto for 6 years already, and up until I met Crypto Game Plan, I was not profitable at all. I've put in a lot of money, like a crazy amount for a private person to do, and I just lost it almost completely. Like I lost like 97% of my portfolio, which was a very huge part. And I was able to make some gains, but every time I just gave it back to the market, to people that are smarter than me.
Yeah, got it. So, just like keeping the
Yeah,
gains that you're making, I think that's one of the
yeah,
biggest frustrations for most
yeah,
people out there,
definitely.
actually. When you look back, was there like a specific breaking point or moment that or where you realized that you couldn't reach your goals in crypto on your own?
Yeah, definitely. I think there was this moment. I think like 3 4 months before Crypto Game Plan, I was like, I'm out. Like I can't do this anymore. Like it was really heavy. But still, I had like this feeling like I'm just doing something wrong, and I had this
Mm.
moment of clarity where I was like, I just don't have to give up, and I just have to keep moving. Like I said, I spent a lot of money in crypto, and I was just like, okay, let's start over. Let's just start fresh,
Mhm.
because I also learned a lot. And I was like, I'm just gonna start over with a couple $100, and if I can make 10%, 15% on that, I can see where it goes. But I realized at that moment, like, I cannot do it alone, and I just have to look
Mhm.
for like a solid group. And then I started looking, I think, on YouTube, and that's where I came across one of your videos. Yeah, and you
Nice.
guys just came across like so genuine, and you were saying the right things, like the insights that I had. There was this video where you explain what happens to most people, where they give back the gains, of
Mhm.
course. And it just resonated with me so much that I was like, okay, maybe I should look into these guys.
Got it. And I mean, 6 years in crypto is quite
Hmm.
some time. During those 6 years, did you try like any other programs or
Oh, yeah.
methods? And why didn't they give you the results you were
Oh,
looking
yeah.
for?
I think I was in 4 groups, not
Hmm.
simultaneously, but just one after the other. There was one general group. I've been in a group where they focus on leverage trading. I've been in a group where they focused on NFTs, just all of
Hmm.
these things. I bought online courses, very cheap courses, $97, learn everything,
Yeah.
become rich. I tried so many things, and it just didn't work, just didn't seem to work. And I also noticed at some point, I just noticed that for most people in those groups, like I would say even plus 90%, they all had the same issue. Even though they were in these groups and they were paying sometimes a monthly subscription, they were just
Hmm.
not profitable.
Got it. So, do you think there's like a specific reason why those or why most people inside of those groups are not profitable?
I think that they don't focus on giving the full explanation. I'm fully
Hmm.
convinced that you can become a successful NFT trader or a leverage trader, both very difficult to do. I'm fully convinced that it's possible, but I think if you want to become that, you need to do a lot more than being in a group. There's a lot
Yeah.
of knowledge that I was just missing. Yeah. It was
Hmm.
more like
Got
chasing
it.
things, and yeah, and here and there were some people that were lucky and were just in the right moment, and that would make money, and that just kept me going. You're in this hamster wheel, like,
Hmm.
okay, try again and start again, and but it just didn't work.
Got it. Yeah, I totally understand that. It's really getting like knowledge that helps you to make the right decisions. Like for most people, this sounds like too much work, right? It's nothing easy. It's not like, yeah, like crypto doesn't work like that. Like if someone gives you like calls and stuff like this, and you think this is all you need to become profitable in crypto, like you're on the wrong
Yeah, and I
track.
think people also, and myself included, we try to go very fast.
Yeah.
And I know, and at the beginning of my crypto journey, I saw these videos and influencers and whatever. They were all like, if you don't understand this, just buy Bitcoin. And I was like, yeah, no way I'm going to do that. It's going to take ages. I'm talking about Bitcoin at 15,000, 11,000. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that, you know. But if I would have just done that, I would have already been, yeah, finished.
Better off. Yeah, I get that. When I was starting out with crypto, it was like I saw Bitcoin at $3,000 and stuff like this. And
Crazy.
yeah, I bought Ethereum at $90. So the good
Yeah,
old times.
definitely.
All right, got it. And fast forward a bit. So when exactly did you join CGP, and what was like the main reason you finally pulled the trigger?
I think, if I'm correct, I joined it, I think the end of April or beginning of May. So let's say
Yeah.
a decent half a year now, maybe a bit longer. What was the reason for me to pull the trigger? I think it was the call with you. Like I said, in your video, you both came across as very genuine. You were not selling dreams and hopes. You were selling
Yeah.
work. And what I could also feel like, yeah, of course you're selling something. I mean, of course, yeah, things are not free. But I could feel that was not the main reason for you to do that. You wanted to share something, that's one thing. And also, and that came apparent later on, that you guys are trying to build a real community of people that want to put in the work. So there's a win-win situation for you as well. You know, you get something out of it, we get something out of it. So it's not just about the course. And just that feeling was for me like, okay, let's just pull the trigger. And also, like, the course maybe sounds crazy. It was expensive enough for me to have this idea like, okay, they're not selling, you know, sand castles. You also show your face, you know. I mean, if you're selling that price and you show your face, I mean, you live in Germany, I live in Belgium. It's not far away.
Yeah.
So yeah, I felt very comfortable, and you really persuade me just by who you are.
Got it. Thank you for that compliment. Now, after you joined, was there like anything that was extremely surprising to you in terms of what you learned inside of the program that you hadn't heard anywhere else?
Quite a lot of things, I think. I think also like how you guys focus on these very big coins. You know, we talk a lot about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. You know, and where I was looking at coins that were like 1 million market cap and thinking I would get
Yeah.
rich of that. That was really surprising. Connected to that was the barbell strategy, 80-20% rule, where you just, you know, stick most of it in the safe spots. And also just in general, like looking at the macro, you know, at the world, where's
Yeah.
liquidity going, what's happening in the markets. That was really like an eye opener. Like that, yeah, it is all connected. I mean, the whole financial system, everything with money is just connected.
Got it. Yeah, that's, I would say, the very interesting side of building a system, right? Like looking at macros, seeing how money flows, and then like also seeing like how it flows like into crypto and then in
Yeah,
crypto from
definitely.
one asset class.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is very cool. Got it. And now you have been in crypto game plan for quite some time. How would you describe like the level of support that you receive inside of CGP, either through the community or through Jack and me? And how would you compare that to other groups out there?
If you look at the community, it's a lot smaller than those other communities. So it's not about volume for you guys. Clearly, this also means that it's quite calm and quiet in the community. But that also means that when something is said, it has a lot of value. It has a lot more value. I also had some conversations, like genuine conversations with other community members, whereas in other groups it wasn't really so. So it's just it's more tight-knit group. And also sometimes you can ask questions. It's not my strongest point to ask questions. It's something I have to learn. But I really feel that if you ask something, that you guys are there. Yeah.
Got it. That's good to hear. That's exactly what we're there for. Was there anything, like when you think back before you joined, was there anything that almost held you back from joining? And now that you are in, what would you say to your past self about that doubt?
Well, yeah, there was something that was holding me back a little bit, but it's my own story a little bit. I just said like the price was something that it was high enough for me to trust everything. But also, like I said, I've put in a lot of money in crypto and I almost lost it all. I had no savings at all. I was living very, very frugal for 5 years. And I just said to me, like, get out of crypto, just start saving because I had zero savings. And I just
Yeah.
started saving. And the exact amount that I just saved was the price for the course. So that was kind of like, oh my God, I'm starting over again. So that was a bit of a hurdle for me to overcome. And if I could go back and I would say something to myself, I would say just do it. Yeah, just do it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. I'm love to hear that. All right. Now, how would you describe CGP transformed you and your investment journey over the past couple of months?
I became a lot calmer. That's a huge difference. Okay, I'm still building my system, so there's still a lot of work. But besides that, it's just my daily market update, and it's not that much work in general. I'm just following the macro and the flows, and so it makes me so much more calmer. Also, when I
Yeah.
go into risk assets, I know a lot better what I'm doing. I also think, like compared to before, now I'm able to get out of something.
Yeah.
So before, if I I would just lose 10%. I was like, just wait, and then I would lose 90% or 95%. Now I can just go out and say, okay, if it drops further and everything flips green again, I can just buy in. So I'm a lot
Exactly.
calmer and a lot more knowledgeable, especially about the macro. I'm very interested in that because I find it so interesting. Yeah, just more wiser and calmer. Yeah.
Very important parts or sections when it comes to becoming a
Yeah,
better
because
investor.
in the end, actually,
Got it.
and a lot of people say it, but in the end, just trading is actually very boring.
That's funny. I had a conversation with Rodrigo like a couple of hours ago, and he said the exact same. It is boring. It's also the work that you're doing is not like there's not a secret
No, no,
method
no.
or anything. It's
Yeah,
boring. But I told him as well, like when you look in the business world, that's also like the businesses that are boring are making the
yeah,
most money,
definitely.
like with some
Yeah,
exceptions.
yeah,
But yeah, that's very, very
yeah.
interesting that you're saying the exact same thing. Now, you were in a couple of months. Can you maybe share like a specific win, whether that's a portfolio move, a successful trade, or simply the mental clarity of having a plan?
I think the best win that I have, like this year, my portfolio of last year, 25, my portfolio in only 6 months was up
Hmm.
62%. And I didn't even take a lot of trades. In a very boring way, I got plus 62%. It's crazy. I think that's the biggest win for me. Some other wins was when I went into more risky coins. Yeah, this time I was just able to get some money out of it. And now I'm very happy when I look at these risky coins to take 20, 30% and just get out of it. I mean, it's a lot of money, 30%. I mean, if you can do that with a million
It
someday,
is.
that's
Yeah.
300K. That's crazy. Yeah.
And most people don't realize it. Like when you see like other people posting like 100x wins and stuff like this, obviously this is like the dream that everyone
Mm-hmm.
wants to have, but how many people actually achieve
Yeah,
that, right? And how many people actually cash out those wins
definitely.
as well? Because like being up 100x and cashing out 100x are
Oh,
two different
definitely.
things. So
Definitely. I've been
yeah,
there.
that's I also I have been through that
Yeah,
journey as well. So
crazy.
yeah. Got it. I mean, this is a crazy performance. Like, it doesn't sound like people have like a wrong understanding of how money profits someone can make in a market like crypto, especially during last year. Like last year was like there wasn't like a
No, it
lot of
wasn't. No,
opportunities.
indeed. Because I kind of missed like this little pump we had. I kind of missed that. So I even missed quite a good part of it. And even then I did 63%, something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
insane. You can't achieve that in any other
No,
asset class, I
definitely.
would say. Got it. Cool. You already said that you are way more calm. Can you maybe walk me through how your daily routine as a crypto investor changed over the course of the past couple of months? And also, like maybe how your stress level on a day-to-day basis changed?
Stress levels, if I compare it to before, I think it dropped 98%. It's really crazy. I think just from a crypto point of view, I spent like half an hour a day checking the markets. And I know if I want to do some research on the weekends, I spend some more time, but it's all worth it. It's just like I'm not all over the place anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before I was just chasing and looking for the next thing. Whereas now I'm just looking for some good things. I do my research and I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep those in my sight. And I just follow a
Mhm.
couple of coins and that's it. Like I said, it's
Got
very,
it.
very boring.
It's very
Yeah.
boring,
Yeah.
very calm. Yeah, actually, I love to hear that. This is how
Yeah.
it should be. Like, this is something Jack says often. Investing shouldn't be
No.
exciting. It should be boring.
Yeah, because
Because,
at some point, I think it was when I was like 2 months in the course, I really said to myself, like maybe before I was kind of like, I'm calling it addicted. It feels
mhm,
like gambling actually. I think there are a lot of similarities to having this gambling addiction and you're looking for the
100%.
dopamine and the rush. And it's yeah, and that's really gone. It's completely gone. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, it is gambling.
Yeah.
Like, people don't want to say it, but or call it out. It
Yeah.
is like crypto is the biggest online casino on earth.
Definitely. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's so how should I say it? Yeah, everyone can do it. If you have internet and you have money, you can do it, and it's very easy, and there are no barriers to give away all the money.
Mhm.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, 100%. All right, got it. Now, when it comes to your crypto confidence, how would you describe like the before and
Mm.
after?
Well, I think for me there's gonna be I think for most people my answer will be atypical, because I think most people will say I think they go from less confidence to more confidence. I think for me it's the other way around. It has to do with
Mhm.
my character. I'm someone who has a low risk tolerance, so I'm not very fearful. So before I was
Mhm.
very confident, which is not very good for my character type. And now I'm not so confident, but for me, this means that I'm more careful and I don't do crazy things
Mhm.
anymore.
There's like this effect like the more you know, the less
Yeah,
confident you are, and this is
definitely.
actually a sign that you're
Yeah,
getting better. When you are overconfident, like this is where the most mistakes
yeah,
happen, right? And once you realize that there is so much information out there that you can't really be 100% confident, like at any point in
mm,
time, like maximum 70%, then you understand like how to also size your bets,
mm,
right? Because like when you're fully confident in whatever you're doing, like you go in with
yeah,
100%.
definitely.
And this is obviously that this has nothing to do with risk
No,
management. And the feeling that you have is extremely good because this helps you to size your positions
mhm,
correctly and like you understand that you don't know everything
definitely. Yeah,
and this goes in the right
mm,
direction. So I'm extremely happy
yeah.
about this
And also,
answer.
like what really helps is because I now keep a journal. That's something you guys deliver, and I write things
Mhm.
down, and then you start reading it back. And it's just so helpful to write it down. There's a big difference in thinking things or writing things down, I feel. So
Yeah.
you just, it's like you're talking to yourself. I don't know how to explain it. And you just get more insights and it gets better ingrained into your thinking and system. I still struggle a bit with it because my risk tolerance is so low. I have a very good income. So I'm always like, yeah, 2,000 euros, yeah, doesn't really matter for me that much now. So I still have to be careful, yeah.
Yeah, but it's we are
Yeah, yeah,
humans. Like
definitely.
it's we will. I think you will never be like in a position where you don't have to be
Yeah,
careful about what you're
probably.
doing. It's always like follow a system, follow a framework, otherwise you will
Yeah.
make bad decisions. Got it. Now, when you think about who you would recommend CGP to and who shouldn't probably or who should probably stay away, how would you answer that?
Well, I think if you're serious about this and you really want to put in the work, because you guys don't hand it out to us. Like, yeah, you give a framework, which is a lot of information and it's a lot of things we get, but we have to build it ourselves still. So we have to
Yeah,
really have to put in the work. So if you're prepared to do that, you should really join Crypto Game Plan definitely, and maybe to give some reference. I have a very busy job. I work 50, 60 hours a week. I have a household, things like that. I have to commute from work, so and even I can manage it. So for people that are listening this and they feel like I don't have time, well, I have time. So I feel like, okay, maybe you work 80 hours a week, then maybe you don't have time, but if you work 60 hours a week, if I can do it, other people can also do it. And if you think, yeah, that you're gonna get it handed out and that we're just gonna, yeah, share coins that you can buy and become rich and you don't have to put in the work, just stay away because you're gonna waste your money. And this is also not the group for that. I don't think you would fit in this group. I think this is really a group of people that are really trying to be serious about it, really put in all the effort and the work. And that's just another type of people, I think.
got it. Yeah, this is also the type of people we want to have inside of
Mm,
CGP.
mm,
This is like our
yeah,
goal, right? Like you said it in the beginning, like we are not building like a huge
no,
community of thousands of
no,
people. Like the goal is to actually have a group of serious investors that we also gain value
hmm
from. Like we are not doing this for
no,
fun.
no,
Like
no,
this
yeah,
is we have a clear vision in mind when it comes to crypto
yeah,
game plan
definitely.
and the future we are heading into. Like crypto is only becoming more difficult and working alone is just not possible anymore.
No, definitely, and that also was, I think, for me. Like, I'm quite passionate about it. I'm very interested in about it. Like from the start, when I started in crypto and started learning about the blockchain, what it actually means as a technology, I was like, this is going to change the world. Like, because companies
Mm.
will want to use this. You have safety, security, it's cheap, but it's not always easy to find the right people around you.
Yeah,
It's very hard. So here in Crypto Game Plan, there are some people where you can relate with.
yeah. And you can also trust
Yeah,
them, right? Like all of them show their
yeah,
faces, so you know you who you're
yeah,
speaking to, and when someone shares information, you
yeah,
know who it is
yeah.
coming from. And yeah, this is like
Yeah, it's also because when,
this
when
is
I
why we're
talk to
doing this.
some members, and we did it through camera, so we see each other. It's as personal as you can get online. You see that we're all doubting and looking for things and learning, and it's just very nice to see. Like you don't feel alone.
Yeah,
Because I think investing it's a lifelong journey. I think so. You always have to doubt a little bit, and then it's very nice to have some people to reflect with.
yeah, 100%. Got it. Now, if someone is watching this right now and falls into this category of someone who is willing to put in the
Mhm.
work, but it's about like on the fence about joining, what is the one thing you would say they need to know about CGP?
I think that it is a very serious company and situation. I kind of feel like we're like a mini hedge fund company or something like that. We really look at the markets on a professional level. And if people are listening this, like really just don't doubt. Just go for it. I promise you. Because sometimes people see these videos online and they doubt like, is it real or is it not real? I'm also one of those people. But I can tell you, a hand on my heart, this is a real conversation.
It's not
No,
AI.
no, no.
Yeah, got it. Cool. Now, is there like anything else you would like to share about your experience that we haven't covered yet?
Hmm, no. I can't think of anything. No.
Perfect. All right. Then we already
Ah,
covered
great,
everything.
man.
That's also good
Thanks.
to know. All right. Davy, I thank you from the
No
bottom of my
problem.
heart for this little
Yeah.
conversation. And yeah, with that being said, I see you in the
Yes.
chat or in the
Yes.
next
Have a
investment
nice
call.
evening.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot, huh?
You too.
Bye bye.
Thanks you. Bye bye.